I'm going to break down what really happened during these games. First, I will start with Jaden Newman's return to basketball. I'm sure you've seen this clip, but how did we get there? The scuffle happened at the NEO Girls Elite Showcase. It was the most highly anticipated game of the weekend. Soleil Williams, a Louisville commit, teamed up with Jaden. However, this was Jaden Newman's first game back in almost over a year. And number 321 did not take it easy on her. Her stifling defense caused problems for Jaden all game. Jaden really wanted to come back at her, but to no avail. And this is when emotions begin to boil. Mr. Newman loves it. They eventually decided that both players should not go on to finish this game, but it did not disappoint. It was a super close game, and the blue team ended up with the upper hand. They won 53-48. Next, we have LeBron James' son, Bronny. He was going off in this game. The matchup was Bronny's team Strive for Greatness and Chicago's Mean Streets, EYBL. Now, Bronny started out with one of his best games of this season. He was absolutely cooking in the first half. Mean Streets did not have an answer. Insert RJ Taylor, Northern Iowa commit. He made things tough on Bronny in the second half. That is when Bronny started getting heated. The defense on this entry pass got RJ Taylor fired up. That's when he exchanged words with Bronny. Taylor's pesky defense continued to cause problems. You know what Coach always used to say, keep yourself between your man and the ball. RJ Taylor was juiced up. One possession later, he hit a crucial three. But you know that guy over there, Bronny, took it personal. He's got LeBron's DNA. Cash. There's a loose ball, and Bronny sprints for it and finishes the dunk coast to coast. Majak Chol comes in and hits the final free throws to put the game. The most entertaining kids in all of middle school now. Colton Clevenger always finds a creative way to help his teammates get a bucket or get a bucket himself. The other team did not take too kindly to that. When Clevenger drove to the basket, he was pulled down by the ball, and then he was not helped up. They had to hold him back. However, Clevenger, being the kid that he is, walked away from the confrontation, and he let his game do the talking. BNU ended up securing the championship. This AAU game was physical and it involved a lot of trash talk. Number 33 on the white was going off in the first half. That's when the trash talk begins to start. Number 33 is asking, how many points you got? Number 32 responded on the next play. He said, you're too little. In the second half, there was more of 33 scoring. His bag was clearly too deep. 44 started to make some plays, and the defense did not like that one bit. Check out this play. This battle for the jump ball got very physical. .44 could not believe what happened. He said, "What did I do?" But the younger brother is the one that caused the problems in this game. From the jump, he was talking crazy to the coach. This game was between Team Loaded NC and Game Elite 16U. These are two of the best teams in the entire country. If it's a championship, you know fireworks are gonna spark. Eighth grader Isaac Ellis was unconscious from 3 the entire game. And the coaches got involved quite a bit in this one. Mr. House Money himself was told to sit down and he couldn't believe it. Isaac Ellis got entertaining moments in the game. Game Elite got the last laugh. They won the championship 71-68. Julian Newman has had his bouts with IMG Academy over the years. This is from the first one. He chases after that loose ball and gets a little feisty. But the second time Julian Newman played IMG was even crazier. At this time, he has his own high school named Prodigy Prep. But his luck hadn't quite changed. Chitara Tanaka was an absolute menace on the ball. He gave Julian Newman fits all game. Frustration is one word you can use, but that might be an understatement. Check this out. He throws the ball at Jerace Walker. Tee him up. The crowd was definitely in his head this game. I tell you, that IMG crowd is one of a kind. They are known for chirping. The lopsided contest continued. Mark Williams is sending shots into the bleachers. We got Eric Daly on the break. And Prodigy Prep had enough. Even a chair was thrown. This 6th grade game included one of the most intense stare downs in all of courtside history. Tino Day and Iowa Elite played against Jude Gibson and Kingdom Hoops. So a little bit of background on these teams. Iowa Elite has Nakari Cavill, who just knocked that 3-point down. And Kingdom Hoop star Jude Gibson went off this game. Battled to the finish. Jude Gibson could not be stopped. And this is when it happens. Number 1 drives to the rim, and neither of them backed down. Referees were forced to break it up. Kingdom Hoops was simply too good in transition, and they end up winning the semifinal game, and then they go on to win the championship after this. Kingdom Hoops ended up winning this one 85-70. The battle is known for producing some really good matchups, and the battle in Atlanta did not disappoint. This game consisted of 16U Game Elite, one of the best teams in the nation, versus Victorious Miller, Bryce James, and Farrell Compton with Strive for Greatness 16U. Number 5, Jeremiah Wilkerson, was cooking all. He drew the offensive foul there, but in the second half, Peyton Marshall got his revenge. He gets blocked again, but he gets a light body, and then he made sure that he let Farrell know about it. This crazy play was set up by one of Farrell's 7 blocks. Braden Berries takes it all the way to the hoop, drops him, and dunks. That would ignite any team. But in this game, it ignited Bryce James. However, Bryce James' scoring effort was not enough to slow down Jeremiah Wilkerson. This kid can flat out score. And from there on out, it was Game Elite's game to lose. They get an easy dunk, and then they get out in transition with a nice alley-oop. It was really unfair the entire Big Time Vegas. Jalen Green's out there catching bodies. Josh Christopher's strumming his guitar. It was a movie. It was absolutely showtime. Jalen Green catching lobs. Like, this was just one of the best events of all time. Noah Tate gets that crazy dunk, and Josh Christopher gets it right back and tomahawks for the crowd. This game was all but over for one kid. Later in the game, somebody wants to stick extra hard D on Josh Christopher. A little bit of physicality, you know, that tough New York style of ball. As you can see, the score is 71-45. But what he did was get Josh Christopher, especially Sharif O'Neal. This was the most highly anticipated game at the T3 TV March Madness. The game was between Edmond Sumner 2026 and Trey Man Elite. Edmond Sumner has their star guard, Scoop Smith, who can stop and pop on a dime. And then on the other side, you had Chris Washington, a 5-star from Florida. People already compare him to baby Kevin Durant. But I don't want you to forget about Braden Fogel. This kid is a man amongst boys. Speaking of men amongst boys, 6'7", 220-pound Tristan Comer is just that. Lucy Swan started to get hot late in the game. And that is when this clip happened. This to secure the victory. 62-53. Be on the lookout for 6th grader King Bakat. This AAU dad was heckling him all game. King really held his own. This is one to let the audio play so you can hear what is being said. However, King Bakat got the last laugh. People came for Team Thad versus Mean Streets, but they stayed for Solomon Washington versus AAU Dad. This dad was absolutely relentless.